What is going on? We are back, baby. Welcome to the extras. Happy Friday to everybody. Thank you for being here. Hope you had a great week. See, we got a few people in the chat here already. I appreciate you. Nance was in there first. Big surprise. He says, rest in peace to the Biff. In reference to Greg Biffle, the NASCAR driver, tragically passed away. Crooked Orchid's in the chat as well. She says hello. Rest in peace to Biff. Yeah, not Bish, not Dumb's mom. No, she's fine as far as I know. Yes, Greg Biffle is a former NASCAR driver. Oh, Becky said that exact thing. He was a former NASCAR driver, KO. Welcome in, Becky. Hope you had a great week. Good to see you in here. KO says, hit that like button, bacon strips. That's right, hit that like button. I appreciate you. Was he driving? No. It was a plane crash. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Very, very sad for his family, especially, right before the holidays. That's tragic. Yeah. Oh, Becky says, I'm wrapping gifts. All right, cool. Well, hey, that's great. Thank you for joining. Thanks for having us on. I've still got some shopping to do, actually. So I got a lot going on this weekend, I guess. I was looking for kind of a seasonal topic, and all the other Christmas stuff people are talking is boring me. So this is actually from my list of topics that I've been meaning to talk about, and I already had done some research on, but I thought this kind of uniquely applied to the holiday times. And we are talking about returns. Returns of online stuff that you buy online from retailers. Returns are a huge problem, okay? And they are crippling these retailers. And a lot of people kind of have this view of like, oh, Jeff Bezos is super wealthy. He doesn't need the money. Return whatever. He's got you. But that's kind of an oversimplification of the issue. And there's a lot of other people, small people like us, that are being hurt along the way. And so I thought that we could hear from those people and their perspective on the big return problem. Nance says, you can just send me cash if you wish. That's good. Okay. You don't have to wrap that. Get you a little fancy envelope and you're done. KO says, Elmo, don't worry. He's ready. He's here. He's ready for some chaos. There is a lot of chaos, for sure, in these returns. So, the video that made me think of this was from 5 months ago, I saw on CNBC. So, we can talk about that first real quick. I'll just show a little bit of it. It is called How Amazon's Broken Return Process is Driving Sellers to Leave Amazon. Meech in the chat, she says, oh, hi. What is going on, Meech? Just getting back to dry land today, so welcome. Thank you for being here. Alex Drought in the chat as well. Happy Friday all, he says. I'm feeling in holiday mode now, and I'm pretty checked out at work. I'm with you, brother. But yeah, I'll be working all week next week, probably. And I think I'm doing Christmas stuff on the weekend. So yeah. I don't have any kids, so, we shift things around so the kids can have their thing. And, you guys know how the Christmas times are. But yeah, I feel that. I definitely am in holiday mode with you. Currently, I'm sipping on a water, though. We got our raspberry nectarine today. Oh, Black Magic as well. Happy Friday to Black Magic. Okay. Oh, KO says Hummingbird here too. I don't know. Yes, happy Friday to both of y'all. Hope you guys had a great week. Are you working? Are you working next week, Black Magic? You probably are. You're always working. This man works so he's always working late, working out. He is on the grind and disciplined about it. I respect it. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm in full holiday mode. So yeah, I love this time of year. I try and soak it up as much as I can because it is only here for a short time. Meech says, happy Friday to y'all. Holiday mode activated for sure, but would love some snow to make it official. Yeah, we are gonna get. It is gonna be warm for Christmas for a lot of people, which is wild. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I work outside, so I'm not cheering for the snow. I hope you guys have it where you want it, but I hope that I don't have it where I am. So it's gonna be almost 50 degrees or something on Christmas Eve here. Santa is gonna be in a short sleeve t-shirt. Oh, okay. He says HK may be on soon. Headed home to see her now. All right, awesome. Well, drive safe, my friend. But yeah, so this video from CNBC is what made me think of this topic from 5 months ago. And I started thinking, the reason we love Amazon is because of the returns, right? And the return policy is super nice when you have a problem that's legitimate. You order something, it comes in like 4 seconds because Amazon is insane with their delivery. Whatever, you get it in 5 hours from the time that you ordered it, and then they sent you the wrong thing, or it's broken, or whatever. Any reason, you can return a thing right back to Amazon, no penalty. No fuss, right? Well, some people don't just do that. They get on Amazon and they're like, oh, I like this shirt. It comes in 14 colors. Which one do you want? All of them. But they don't want all of them. They want 2 of them. So they get them all, try them all on, and then return them to Amazon. And they're like, isn't it great? We get such a deal and we can return what we don't need. But there's a cost to those returns. Even though you're not paying it specifically out of your pocket, it's getting sent back on a truck from one facility to another. You take it to Kohl's, it's going from Kohl's to a return facility. People are handling it, people are repackaging it, they have to evaluate its condition, maybe sanitize it again if it's possible to resell, and then repackage the thing, or they have to dispose of it, find a place to liquidate it to. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. So, Black Magic says, I'm working Monday to Wednesday. I'm taking Thursday and Friday off. I have the following Thursday and Friday off too. I'm excited for a break. That is awesome, man. Couple of long weekends in a row will be great for you. Maybe you can take you a little trip or something. Meech says it's going to be almost 70 here. I'm not happy about... Wow, 70, dude. That's crazy. Wow, 70. In December. I love it. I love it. I remember... This was a long time ago. I remember I went to a New Year's party at one of the, at a place you buy tickets or whatever. And it was I think it was 2010, 2011, something like that. And it was 60 degrees on New Year's Eve. And I sat on a patio with my own bottle of champagne in a t-shirt. uh, I guess that's not everybody's thing. I get you, maybe you want to be freezing, have your champagne in a snowbank, but, I don't know. That's not me anymore. Nance says, all my snow is gone. Yay for owning snowmobiles. Yeah, that's tough in like the ski areas and snowmobile trails and stuff, because all of that snowpack that's built up so far in the season is all gone. It's going to be warm like this for a couple weeks for pretty much the whole country. So, yeah, that's going to be wild. Meech says, is this what we're talking about tonight? Because this makes me so mad. The waste of Amazon returns is obscene. Yes, this is what we're talking about. My thesis basically is everyone is upset because they think that you shouldn't have to pay any kind of return fee or restocking fee because Daddy Bezos has a big yacht. Well, number one, he has a big yacht for a reason. And number two, when you do I shouldn't say you. When people do fraudulent returns, where they're being disingenuous. If you are returning something that doesn't fit, it's the wrong size, you didn't like the thing, absolutely send it back. But if you bought a pair of boots and wore them in the mud and then sent them back, this is the problem. Because they're going to give you your money back. But now they have a problem because they need to deal with this item. They need to throw it away. They need to clean it up and recondition it. Maybe you clean it and you resell it on the used market. It's become a huge problem for the company. And their whole thing of easy returns has kind of turned around to bite them. And the biggest issue is that Daddy Bezos is not the one who feels the pinch. The one who pays is the person who owns the Amazon storefront, which is often of a small business, and they can't afford to be having these returns. And also, they get penalized if they have too many returns on any one item or on their total account. We'll talk about that too. These sellers, man, I honestly, Amazon's tough because it's like if you have a new product and you don't sell it on Amazon, Amazon's going to have a dupe of your product in like 3 seconds and be selling it for $10 cheaper than you. So you have to have your stuff on there. But then also to be on there, you have to follow all of their rules, and they do not make it easy. So here is kind of a setup. Now, as I remember, they're profiling a woman who she has made a business where she takes in returned child-related items and reconditions them for resale. Like things that moms have to buy for kids, whatever. Insert item here. Stroller, okay? You need a stroller. You can buy a brand new one on Amazon for $200, or you could buy one from this lady reconditioned for half the price, and it's still the really nice model that you wanted. So, this is one way that they've kind of come up with to solve this issue, and I thought it was
This facility is 70,000 square feet. It's all baby gear.
Inside Goodbye Gear's sprawling Pennsylvania warehouse.
It's called Goodbye Gear. Becky says, can't you buy Amazon returns? Yes, you absolutely can buy Amazon returns, and we are going to show... I'm going to show you what happens when you buy some Amazon returns, because you absolutely can buy. That's what this business does. They buy Amazon returns by the pallet, and then they recondition the items for sale. And that would be a great business model if every single return was a genuine, hey, whoopsie daisy, I meant to get blue and I got pink, or whatever. But so many of them are not, and that is really what's what clogs up the system.
These are accessories for strollers, humidifiers. These are play yard sheets.
Yeah.
These
This lady,
60,000
absolute
boxes aren't
genius.
filled with
I
your
love what
typical
she
new
did.
baby products. Nearly all of them are returns.
9 years ago, all of this was going into the landfill.
They're rigorously inspected before being resold or tossed.
That looks like a poop stain. I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Whoa,
so-
okay, sure.
Kristen Langenfeld has spent 9 years building a business out of helping others figure out the messy, expensive chaos of returns. She plans
That's
to
cool.
get
They have like a
200,000
little
items to a
like
second home this
photo
year.
area
So when
where
we're
they can
quality checking
photograph
these
all of
items,
the
it walks
return
through,
items.
50 different checks in some cases.
It's a problem the world's biggest online retailer can't seem to figure out. Amazon handles returns for the vast majority of its sellers. But when Amazon gets it wrong,
Well,
the seller
handle
suffers
is
the
figurative.
consequences.
They
So there was
physically
actually
handle
2
them.
diapers
They don't
that were sent out
financially
that
handle
were
it.
poopy.
Rochelle Barron sells reusable swim diapers. When Amazon failed to catch dried poop in a returned diaper, Amazon sent it as new to one of Barron's customers.
Oh, Lord have
The bad
mercy.
review nearly took
Oh,
out her
no.
We were at about
Oh.
$1 million in sales. And then after the review happened, we tanked.
See?
Returns fraud,
Look
like
at
returning
that, dude. They were at $1 million in sales, and one bad order, one screw up, one disingenuous return where someone sent something dirty back in. It got resent to a customer without being reconditioned because after $1 million in sales, sometimes one thing falls through the crack. And because of that one review, it tanked her whole business.
soiled diaper is on the rise amidst the ease and anonymity of online shopping. Retailers say nearly 14% of returns were fraudulent in 2024, up from just 5% in 2018.
I really don't think that consumers
14%
understand
seems
how
really low,
their
too.
Return
I
habits
feel like it's way
affect
higher than this.
small businesses and families like mine.
Then there's the immense cost. Between new return fees on Amazon, multi-step reverse shipping, and the labor for proper inspections, it's often easier for sellers to just tell customers to keep it, or for it
Yes.
to end up in a landfill.
And that's
Return-
what they do with a lot of items now, is they'll just tell you to keep the item because it's so expensive just to get the item back, and most of the time they're not going to be able to resell it at all, much less to get its full retail value back out of it. So, Meech says, champagne in a snowbank just makes sense. Don't need an ice bucket. Exactly. It's almost like it was meant to be. Yeah. But yeah, so it's not Jeff Bezos whose wallet we're stepping on here. It's this lady who's at her kitchen. You know? I mean, look where she is, you know? Like, this is just like a wood wall. She's not some fancy billionaire business owner. She's just a regular person like us. And this is the type of person who gets affected by these horrible returns. And so, what they do to counteract this is they raise prices on all of their goods because Amazon is going to make them pay regardless, so everyone is going to pay.
Commerce analysis company SmartScout found that 65% of sellers said they raised prices in 2024 directly because of Amazon fee changes. But there may be a silver lining. In September, a couple months after Amazon added the new returns threshold fee, one e-commerce group saw return rates for U.S. Amazon sellers drop nearly 5%.
Hallelujah.
It's
Look at
forcing the
that.
seller to have higher
It
quality
actually
listings and
worked a
higher
little
quality
bit.
products.
It actually
So
worked.
Amazon probably had pretty good intent in doing this, but of course they're also looking to make more money.
Amazon
I don't think there's anything wrong with them making money. That's how they pay their employees, and they employ a lot of people. I mean, I get not liking the billionaires. I'm not a defending billionaires here, but this is a company that creates a lot of jobs and really a lot of people depend on it as much as we don't want to admit. So to act like, Amazon makes plenty of money, they don't need to make money. They do need to make money on every transaction or else they can't operate.
Amazon's also added some new ways sellers can customize returns in recent years, which may contribute to the dip. Jelliff says his return rate spiked in 2021 because Amazon began auto-generating return shipping labels instead of sending refund requests to him for manual approval. Then in 2023, for items above $100, Amazon let him opt out of auto-generated return labels again. His return rate's been dropping since.
Now they're down to at least a much better marginal level, about 3 to 3.5%.
And it only took that little
For
bit
now,
of
the
change.
holidays are stressful, but Verizon's got a...
What is happening in this commercial? Lord have mercy, that's freaky. Okay. So, you can see where it's like a huge problem. And this issue has given rise to a lot of new industries. And yeah, if you want to check out that lady's story, if we can get through this creepy ad, they go back to Miss Langfield there toward the end, where she talks about her goal of zero product disposal. So basically, like, everything finding a home after it gets returned to Amazon, which I think is really cool. A valiant effort, and it was smart to like pick one niche that's like a baby product niche, because a lot of people need that, and a lot of people are looking for affordable, secondhand deals on stuff like that. So I think it's perfect. But baby products aren't the only thing sold on Amazon. So there are tons of other ways that they get rid of these things. And one of those ways is what Becky was talking about, where you can actually buy Amazon returns. And this video from last year from Danny Gonzalez, he does in partnership with Climate Town. So Climate Town did their own video alongside of his video about the same thing. But basically, his premise is, hey, we are going to buy some Amazon return pallets and see if you can, like, make money selling this stuff. So there are a lot of people who do this. They go to places like this, and you don't know exactly what you're getting, okay? You see kind of a picture of a shrink-wrapped pallet, and maybe you can see a few boxes, what they are on there. Sometimes they're in just like a big brown bin, and it's all covered, and you can't even see what's inside it at all. So, they have online websites where you can go and bid on these pallets. So here's the pallets. All kinds of stuff that you could think of that's available on Amazon is going to be in these pallets. And they kind of organize it loosely in categories, but also it's so random within those categories still that it makes it challenging as a person who's trying to sell this stuff, because you have to be able to, figure out.
We thought these women's blouses were pirate shirts, but eventually we found the box for us.
You have to be able to figure out how you're going to move all of this junk, because you're going to throw half of it away at the end, probably, is what I'm thinking.
Of what appeared to be sweet and sour chicken. What rare, priceless gems could be waiting in here to uncover? We paid the fee, and a few hours later, the box was delivered.
All right, guys, it's time to unbox the pallets. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty nervous about what's in here. I don't even know how many boxes are in here. I mean, what do you think, like 100?
I think like probably 25 to...
Or your doggy duffel bag, and it looks like someone did put their dog in there.
Yeah.
It's all furry.
Dog tested and returned.
Dog tested,
Disapproved of.
dog disapproved.
Right.
A little rusty pan.
Is it rusty?
Okay,
No,
perfect.
that's the brand.
No, it's-
So
it
we
is
have a
rusty, it's
dog
rusty.
crate
Oh,
and a
So they
pan.
must have used this a lot then.
Yeah.
They had this for 10 years and then sent it back to Amazon.
It feels terrible to say goodbye after 10 years, but
I never liked it. It's just another rug.
dear customer, if there is crease on carpet you received, please don't worry. This is a normal phenomenon of folding carpets in order to meet the needs of international transportation. We intimately included a small watering can. Give him a pass on this one.
But there was a category
A
of items
toilet
that worried me
seat?
the most, and that
Oh,
was the
no.
items that I didn't even know what they were when I unboxed them.
Wait, whoa. I don't know what this is, but it says mind reader. This thing can read my... Ah! Get out of my head!
So yeah, so as you can see, it's some random stuff. Meech says sweet and sour chicken. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have the stomach for some of these because like they're getting things that have like still have dog hair on them, you know, like clearly used items. And these pallets aren't cheap. They're hundreds of dollars. Just open a swap shop at this point. Yes. So if you own a place like that, like a secondhand store, a swap shop, whatever, if you already are in this business, you could probably make some money on Amazon returns if you're able to sell these things. But if you're just a normal person, what are you gonna get on eBay? You're gonna make an eBay account and you're gonna list 9,000 items? Because also, pallets are big, okay? A pallet is 48 inches square. So if it's 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet and you have 2 of them and all that junk is just in your garage, now you have to have shelving, you organize all your items, take pictures of them somewhere, and then you got to post it online and just wait for someone to come and buy this stuff, or, you know, have your store, like Meech is saying. So I think you're really relying a lot on something like eBay or whatever to move these things if you don't have a store like that, and you're really not. I just don't see making enough money to make all of this work worth it. Because if you just take the monetary value that you paid for the pallet and the amount that you sold it for, the amount you sold it for might be more money. But how much work did it take you to get there? And are you willing to continue doing it? That's the problem I have. And a lot of Amazon sellers are quitting because of this. So here, this guy, and so that was unboxing abandoned Amazon returns by Danny Gonzalez from last December. He is hilarious, by the way. If you haven't checked his channel out, you definitely should. But this guy here, he does. He does. This is kind of more geared toward. This is Rawson Reports on YouTube, and this is kind of geared toward people who are Amazon vendors. So if you have a store on Amazon, this guy gives advice on how to run your business and that kind of thing. KO says, I'm back. What are they buying? Trash, KO. Yes, that's right, Meech. They are buying trash. KO says, not Mamazon returns. Yeah, they come pre-stained with the baby poo already on it. You don't have to pay extra. Meech says, this is all giving me anxiety thinking about all this trash just floating around. Man, that's like the biggest thing. And the partner video to Danny's video from Climate Town, they focus more on that aspect. A lot of these things go through liquidation, and how much of the liquidators are just throwing this stuff into the trash because it's bad returns, not genuine returns, whatever. So I don't know how much these liquidators are really preventing things from going to the trash if they're just a different trash can. You know what I mean? Like, Amazon's like, we're not throwing it away. These people are. Waiting, why baby poop? Yeah, the woman that's CNBC profiled, she did all baby stuff. She sold baby stuff. Daddy Bezos takes the money and then leaves the storefront owners holding the bag of returns. Precisely. And if you have more than 10% returns on an item, you will be flagged, and you can actually be banned as a seller on Amazon.
Million returns in 2024 alone.
Ooh, sorry, I missed your quote there, bud.
Amazon orders in 2024. And they say the average return rate is between 5 and 15%. So let's call it 10% returns right in the middle. That means Amazon processed 630 million returns in 2024 alone. And you can get banned for returning stuff. Amazon has really cracked down since 2018, and they keep ramping it up because fraud and abuse keeps getting worse. They will ban your account. There are a lot of stories out there
I'll show a
about
couple
people
of those
all of a
too.
sudden living their regular lives, and then Amazon says you can't order with us anymore. So how do you
Living their
avoid
regular
getting banned?
lives,
There's an
he said.
Amazon insider, a former employee, who spoke all about this with some inside scoop.
Okay,
Let's roll clip one.
here.
According to a former Amazon manager, the company terminates accounts for behaviors including requesting too many refunds, sending back the wrong items, or violating other rules, such as trying to sell copyrighted material. Cases are usually reviewed by a person after algorithms flag the user account
Yeah,
activity
630
as
million.
Shoppers
Insane.
also are more likely to get
Think
flagged
about
if
how
they
many
mark
boxes
unusual
that
reasons
is.
for their returns. For example, an account could get flagged if a customer says an item didn't arrive as described when the other 99% of customers who made the return did so, just because they didn't want it. A former senior manager at Amazon stated that if a customer's behavior consistently deviates from the norm, they are not the kind of customer Amazon wants.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
and that to me. Yeah,
I wanted
and
to show he
that's
cut off that little. I want to see that.
Amazon wants.
Okay, right here. It says, we have detected unusual activity on your account and have locked it temporarily. Please contact customer service for further assistance. I don't understand what's wrong. I'm sure I didn't commit any fraud or mistakes. I just want to be able to access my Amazon account. That was posted by a person on Twitter whose Amazon account was frozen. This person says, suspicious timing. YouTuber Louis Rossman, who reported on an Amazon customer who had his account banned after falsely being accused of racism, just had his Amazon affiliate account shut down after 7 years. Well, yeah, that Amazon is not going to play. They do not play around, and they have plenty of money. So if someone is deemed a risk to them, all they have to do is hit the delete button. But people are starting to find out that they can actually, that's right, 70 downloads. Oh wait, I had one more clip I wanted to show from this video because yeah. Is it 9 minutes? I wrote that. Sorry, I got my notes on the computer this time and it's like screwing me up.
things can I order and then return and stay under the radar, and when does it hit the red flag in the Amazon system automatically? There's an Amazon influencer who investigated this, and I wanted to bring it to you. Clip 2.
Just act as normal, but if you get one of these emails, know that your return rate is far too high and you want to keep it. They say around 10% is a reasonable amount.
So you can return 10% of things and it won't be suspicious to them. And retailers can have 10% of their sales be returned, and it's not suspicious. But anything over that, and Amazon is going to flag it. And I actually did pull up, just to get it straight from the source. This is on the Amazon website. And down here, they have a section called return fees. And there's return shipping fees and late fees and damage fees. You may be charged up to 50% of the item price, except for luxury stores items, which will be charged 100% of the item price. So if you buy something from Amazon luxury stores and you return it, they consider it 100% damaged, and the refund is $0, basically. They charge you 100% of the item's price if you return it. So this says, you may be charged a fee when you return an item from any of the following product types: software and video games that are open, activated, used, or missing parts; opened collectible cards; board games; tabletop games; collectible/chase variant figurines. 100% of the item price. Also, items from the luxury stores. 100% of the item price. Becky says, just suck it up and don't return anything. Yes, exactly. Meech says, what is Amazon luxury? I thought about bookmarking that because I thought you might want to see that. Almost don't want to click on this because it's going to give me some sort of insane... yeah, here you go. I don't want to show the top because it shows my zip, which is really fun. I'll have to go back and blur that. But yeah, so it's basically, department store prices of stuff you can buy on Amazon. So if you want a Kate Barton sequin column tank for $290 and a matching sequin maxi skirt for $545, you can check out Amazon luxury stores. But yeah, so if you return any of this stuff, you get no refund, basically. 0. 100% restocking fee. So you basically don't return luxury items to Amazon, because they know that they can't sell the thing for that price anymore, and they probably won't be able to sell it at all. KO says fleece bags and the fish nets will catch fish no matter where you are. Oh my god, you cracked me up, KO. But yeah, so that is interesting. I thought I did not know about the 100% restocking fee for things, but it sounds like they're having an issue with like Pokemon cards, because they specifically mention like collectibles and whatever. Now this gentleman, his name escapes me, but he does a lot of e-commerce stuff, and his channel's called My Wife Quit Her Job E-commerce Channel on YouTube. So he is going to break down a couple of the ways that people deceive on the Amazon returns. Mish says, some of those designers are familiar, but it looks like it's just a Saks storefront on Amazon or whatever. Yes, it is. It's just Saks stuff is what it seemed like there. I had never even heard of luxury stores until I looked at their return policy and saw it in there. So definitely was never advertised to me. And I feel like people who want to buy designer stuff like that are going to go to Saks to buy it, not buy it on Amazon. Because to me, and I'm this way for a lot of things, I would rather buy an item in a store every time. Because if I have a problem with that item, I can just go back to the guy I bought it from and just say, hey, guy, the thing you sold me is broke. And then they'll be like, oh, no problem, here's a new one. And then that's it. I don't have to wait. I don't have to send anything. I don't have to do anything, nothing. I don't have to explain my issues to a robot. Just a human being, you know? And bonus points if you go to that place enough that they know who you are, and then maybe, you know, you get the benefit of the doubt on things where on the phone to a customer service agent you might not have. So I am definitely a fan of buying things in a store. You know, I get having your groceries delivered or whatever, but like, I don't know, dude. If you're going shopping to buy a dress, like, why don't you go shop for it? I don't understand. Like, I guess if you don't have the time to even know what your size is or even like order a thing, like, maybe you need to reevaluate your life. If you're so busy that you need to order Louboutins on Amazon, you know? Bonus points for knowing what those are, I guess. I wouldn't shop the luxury section if I can just buy from Net-a-Porter and get free returns if something doesn't work out. Exactly. There's literally zero reason to mess with Amazon for 90% of things. They're great on certain things, and you can actually get a deal on certain things, but when you have a problem, you're not going to get the support. Oh, she says, exactly. I don't like shopping online. I don't shop Amazon. It all seems so sketchy sometimes if I can't see it or touch it. I'm afraid to buy tool stuff on Amazon. Any kind of name brand, DeWalt, Milwaukee, whatever, because so much of the stuff on their site is fake. And really good fakes too. But then when you go to return it, they look at you like you're scamming them. Like you ordered the real one and a fake one, put the fake one back in the box, and you're returning it. Because people do that to them. So I know that's not going to happen to me if I go to Home Depot. And what I've started doing because of that, because these people, they will put rocks in the box to make it weigh the right weight and then return that. So I open the thing right in front of the cashier at Home Depot every time to make sure that the tools in there in the box wasn't previously opened. Because you have to. But even if there was a problem, you can get it done right there at the customer service desk. This happens on Amazon. Number one, good luck getting someone to believe you, right? Becky says, no, just go to the store and buy groceries. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't order groceries, but also I only get groceries for 2 people. So like if I had like, 6, 7 people to feed, I getting grocery delivery for those things. If you're going to buy clothes, then go buy food. Yeah. See, I feel like if you're going to shop for clothes, that's like going to the store is part of the experience, right? Or am I just old? Maybe I'm old. I have an old head, as the young people say. Grocery delivery has saved my life on multiple occasions, Meech says. Yeah, exactly. When you're feeding 6 people, it's like you can't possibly. I mean, that's a lot of grocery action. Um, i- if you're going to the store to buy a dress, then why not go and buy milk and bread? I'm with you. If you can get both on the same trip, that's what I do. I get my dress and I get my bread at the same time. But you know, sometimes you can't line it up. But yeah, I'm with you. I try and buy everything in person if I can because I prefer to. I mean, you guys know how I am. I like talking. I talk to myself twice a week for a whole hour, sometimes two. I don't get enough talking in when I'm talking to other people. Now I talk to myself. I'm talking to a camera. So yeah, I love going into a store and, because then the next time when you need something, you have like a rapport with the business that you purchased from. When you go back to buy something again from Amazon, they don't care. They don't remember you. They're not going to be like, "Oh, how's your dog?" They don't know about your dog. They know you buy dog food. They'll send you a dog food coupon. They're not going to be like, "How's your kid doing?" You know what I mean? How was that project last week? When I go to Home Depot, those guys all know me. They'll ask me about what happened. Oh yeah, remember last time you were working on this? How'd that turn out? They remember that stuff. And that is what makes me want to go back there. This is what commerce is. The Gen Z hasn't figured it out, but this is like the best part about having a business and being a patron of a business. It's like, seems so. Becky says, yes, Drew, louder. It seems really simple, but apparently it's not. Like all of these concepts have been completely lost. Meech says time is money. We calculate what our time is worth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about the grocery store. Like I go to the grocery store, it drives me nuts to be in there for more than 10 or 15 minutes, but I'm only getting a couple things every time I go. So if I had to buy like hundreds of dollars worth of groceries to make food for a week, oh my God, I would hate that so much. I'm with you. I would definitely get that delivered every time. KO says, I think the pickers in my area suck. Okay, well, that could be. I've had it a few times and they pick the worst stuff for produce. Yeah, that's the problem is the produce. But I feel like you could get everything except the produce and do pretty good. But yeah, meat and produce, I'm with you. I want to pick that myself. Oh, we have the same 3 to 4 shoppers and we know them and they pick great. Oh, well, that's good. See, and that is the great part about going to patronize the same business every single time, because they know you, they remember you. They're like, oh, hey, remember she likes such and such. She likes this kind of apple. Whatever. Yes, that's right. KO says holiday bonuses. Yeah. For real, dude. Get your take your holiday bonus and get you a grocery delivery. You don't have to ride it on your pedal bike. She says, my area is the Wild West. I would hire a private shopper. I also love going in the morning before work every other day. Oh, okay. Yeah. The morning's a good time. Becky says, well, I don't fly and take vacations, so I wouldn't be put in that spot. When we did travel, when my mother-in-law was alive, we would leave early to drive back to go to the store. Oh my gosh. So when you get back from vacation, yeah, okay. I'm with you. I remember those times as a kid. But yeah, I get it. But see, how nice would it be to come back from vacation and all that stuff's just on your porch? I don't get my groceries delivered, but I do get a meal service once in a while. I haven't gotten it in a while. I've had it on Skip, but yeah, I get Home Chef. Becky says, do you get to pick who's shopping for you? What I would do is I would go to the grocery store and get to know the people who do the picking. Just figure that, like Meech did, just figure out who does it and just see if they're good, Because, yeah, if they do a bad job, if they give you bad stuff or whatever, then, pick a different store. I'm with you. But, yeah, and there's a lot of communities where the grocery store doesn't offer delivery, too, which I totally get. And that is definitely an issue. Peach says, the hours I've saved grocery shopping, I'm able to fit in more meetings and work more hours, so it pays for itself. I still have to cook all the food, though. Yeah, they don't cook the food for you. That's a separate guy. You gotta hire a separate guy for that. We don't eat out, so if grocery delivery is my laziness, I'm cool with that. Yeah, see, I think it's, everyone has their preference about what they, where it's easiest to eat. Because sometimes I'm with you, like, it is just easier to go and pick something up. And that makes financial sense so that I can get back to work rather than sitting there spending an hour making my lunch. But yeah, I'm with you. I would prefer the home cooked meal every time. KO says they also have been doing the discount stuff now. Oh, okay. Sweet. Becky says, I would order a pizza or something. I'm not allowing some fool to pick out my food. That's just me. And if you're ordering from Walmart grocery delivery, I think you might be right. Because the quality of the food picker definitely would matter. We don't pick our shopper, but our area is specific, and we shop the same store, so we end up with the same pool. Oh, okay, yeah. Because I'm sure there's probably only like 3 or 4 people at each store that do that. Yeah. You can't DoorDash for 8 people. That's right. Oh my god. Can you imagine Meech doing DoorDash? It'd be like $700. Yeah, it is crazy, man. I think it's expensive both ways. I don't know. I think food is just out of control expensive regardless of how we're getting it these days. Whether it's like all the restaurants have totally just gone downhill. I'll have to find my friend's app. He has a discount app for all the stores. A discount app for all the stores. See, those things seem like a scam to me where you send in your receipt or whatever and they sell your data and in exchange you get like a couple dollars off. I don't know. Okay, anyways, this guy is going to explain how people deceive the return system. And I have him on mute. Perfect.
Out with their old broken one and returns the junk knowing Amazon. Then there's item switching. Someone buys a brand new product, swaps it out with their old broken one, and returns the junk knowing Amazon probably won't check. And yes, there are people literally shipping back empty boxes with rocks, with bricks, or just nothing at all. As long as the box scans with the right weight,
Meech says I would die before I order DoorDash.
Every time that
the
happens,
fees.
It's the seller who eats the cost, not Amazon. Amazon makes money no matter what, and they've already taken their fees. They've already gotten...
Becky says I'd order a pizza before grocery delivery. Yeah, for sure. And I think ordering a pizza, though, is different level than DoorDash. Like, DoorDash is just, and Uber Eats, they just hit you so hard. I mean, it's $80 for 2 people to have McDonald's. It's insane. These videos I've seen are absolutely nuts.
Unpaid. Meanwhile, the seller's left with the broken product, plus the refund, plus the return shipping, and in some cases, negative feedback on top of it. I've had situations where a single bad return didn't just wipe out the profit from that one sale. It wiped out the profit from 10 purchases. And the worst part, Amazon's system actually encourages this behavior.
One return wipes out the profit from 10
there's zero friction,
purchases.
No checks, no accountability, they get bold. Now let me be brutally honest. Returns on Amazon don't just hurt, they destroy margins. And here's the math that nobody thinks about. It costs roughly 30% of the item's price just to process a return.
And
That
that's for
includes
a
shipping,
normal
handling,
item
labor,
that doesn't,
inspection,
that's not
or
like
in
really
Amazon's
big
case,
or
the
really
lack of
heavy
inspection,
or
and the damage or loss of
specialized.
the item itself. But it's actually worse than that. Not only do you lose the sale, you lose the product, which might be unsellable, the original shipping costs, which you don't get back,
Of
the
course.
return shipping costs, that's on you.
Yes.
The FBA fee, which is non-refundable, and let's not forget Amazon's
original
newly
item
introduced
price.
refunds fee.
Yeah,
So
and the
congratulations,
refund fee.
you just sold a product and paid for the privilege of losing money. This is
So now we can see why these Amazon sellers are raising their prices, because these fees are breaking them. Oh, okay. Becky says, do you pay a fee or is it like a membership? You pay for the year and it covers the delivery fees, but I tip the good shoppers. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Becky says Walmart has a yearly membership to get free delivery, which I don't agree with. Yearly okay. Okay. See, I think that's okay. If it's like unlimited. That might be worth it if you do the delivery thing a lot. Depends how much the membership is. Oh, Meech says she does Costco. Oh, okay. Costco does delivery. I didn't know that. They do everything. I should have known. KO says the keys to this list are quality. Yeah, absolutely. On both sides of it. Absolutely. And because of all of the things that this gentleman just listed off, it's not just Amazon that is doing these fees, okay? This year, look out for this when you're doing your holiday returns. But I would encourage people not to do holiday returns at all. And we'll talk about that in a second if they ever get through this ad and we can listen to this. So basically, they are covering. Here we go.
We're going to turn now to a GMA consumer alert. Many retailers are changing their return policies with the holiday gift-giving season in full swing. Elizabeth Schulze joins us now with those details. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Robin. The National Retail Federation says nearly 3/4 of all stores are now charging some sort of return fee. This is money you don't get back when you buy a package online and return it in the mail. So as you are checking off that holiday list, or if you get a gift in the mail that you don't like, here are some of those big brands charging return fees. They're sometimes called restocking fees. For Marshalls and
we
TJ
love a
Maxx,
good
it's
restocking
now $11.99 per package. So when you make a return, that amount
Oh,
is
Becky,
taken
I
out of your
didn't know
total
you were
refund.
anti-Costco.
Macy's charges $10.
I gotcha.
JCPenney and J. Crew have fees of about $8 to mail back packages.
Okay, whoa,
Retailers are also
whoa,
updating
whoa,
their
hold on,
deadlines
hold
to
on,
return
hold on,
holiday gifts.
hold on,
So for
hold on,
most
hold on.
purchases made in
Did she
November
say
and December,
Marshalls?
with
Hold on,
Amazon,
hold on.
so when you make a return, that amount is
Yeah. Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Macy's, JCPenney, and J. Crew all are charging money for returns. Now, it is important to note that I believe in most of these cases, if you return the item at a store location, you will not be charged this fee. But if you purchase the item online and return it online, you are going to pay between $7.50 and $12. Becky says, yes, mean, what? Yes, mean, rude, I'm better than you folks. I'm cool. That's right. That's why we love you, Becky. Meech says, Costco keeps my family of 6 well within grocery budget and eating 3 healthy meals a day, so I'm not going to complain. Our Costco has good produce. See, and I think that's the thing is, like, you have to have a large family to make Costco worth it, or really any of those, like, big grocery chains to be worth it, like, financially. But going the other way, like buying in bulk when you go through stuff faster only makes sense. Absolutely. And, you know, if they get you good produce, why not? Then it saves you a trip both ways. But I'm surprised to hear TJ Maxx and Marshalls in this mix. You're telling me that I order a $12 item from Marshalls and TJ Maxx that's probably worth $1? Or wait. What? I'm stupid. If I order a $30 item from Marshalls or TJ Maxx that's probably worth $5, I have to pay a $12 fee to return it. So you're only getting like 2/3 of your money back in that case. Now, what if the item costs $15? They still charge a $12 fee? That's crazy. People are going to have a problem with this. People are going to have a problem with this. Meech says Costco doesn't make sense for small households. Yeah, for sure. I would not be able to eat. I probably don't even have the room to like store all of the large, maybe I could get like paper towels there. Okay, sorry.
Total refund. Macy's charges $10. JCPenney and J. Crew have fees of about
$12
$8 to mail back
at
packages.
Marshalls is
Retailers
insane.
Are
That's
also
robbery.
updating their deadlines to return holiday gifts. So
Okay, so here's our holiday return deadlines. Amazon is January 31st, as well as Walmart. Target's January 24th, and Best Buy's gonna be the 15th.
Most purchases made in
so
November
you
and
got
December.
you got a
With
couple
Amazon
weeks
and
to get the
Walmart, you will
returns
have up
done
until
to do them
January
in the
31st.
store.
Target is January 24th for most products. Best Buy is actually the 15th. There are some ways you can avoid getting charged if you're shipping back a package. At Macy's, for example, if you join their loyalty program, there isn't a return fee. And of course, you're not going to get charged if you return in the store, though that is not ideal if you were trying to order online and avoid going to the store in the first place, guys.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you're like not near a store, I get that. Becky says, I have one kid, and I thought of that when I had only one. One practice, just one to practice school function, one to worry about. There you go. I give anyone who has more than one kid all the credit in the world. I couldn't do it. Me either. I don't know how y'all do it. Becky says, I don't need 30 rolls of paper towels or toilet paper. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like every package there is, even if I only bought dry goods, it would be like a year's supply for me. But I thought that was wild that that even Macy's and Marshalls and those guys are doing return fees. Now, the freebie guy on Instagram, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He also said that H&M is doing the same thing, $3.99 for their stuff. But $11.99 for Marshalls and TJ Maxx returns is absolutely insane. But this is, I thought, a funny skit about Amazon returns.
Hey Amazon, I'd like to return this candle I bought. Okay, you know what? Just keep it, and we'll still send you the refund back. Wait, really? You're giving me a refund and letting me keep the product? Yep, it's our policy. Hey Amazon, it's me again. I'm here to return this $500 phone I bought, okay? And you should get your refund back in 1 to 3 business days. Wait, what? Can't I just keep it? No, why would we give you a refund and let you keep a $500 phone? Because you did it for the last item return. You said I can keep it and you'll still give me the refund.
Because the candle's
for
expensive
that.
to
Yeah,
ship.
sometimes we do what's called a returnless
And it's worth
refund.
nothing. Yeah,
What
returnless
now?
refund.
Yeah, for certain products,
That's what
it's
it's
cheaper
called.
for us to just let you keep it than have to pay for the return shipping, packaging, inspection, labeling, and all these other costs. So it's random? Pretty much, the system decides based on
It
cost.
is not random. It is not random at all. Meech says, my closet is so effing cold. I just went to grab a hoodie and it's like ice. Maybe your vent got closed on accident. Dude, I'm all warm in my hoodie right here. Gotta be in that hoodie life this time of year, man. It is well, I mean, right now it's cold and windy, but it's about to be 50 degrees again tomorrow, I bet. So, yeah, and here, this is another skit I thought was funny.
Keep the little bum ass money.
It says, me approving y'all returns, even though I know y'all wore this stuff like 3 times.
Keep it. Keep it.
Hopefully you didn't get fired from Amazon for making this video. But I actually found a girl whose job it is to process these returns. But this is Lex from TikTok. She saw the writing on the wall.
I'm just gonna say, you guys fucked around with Amazon
like
way
a
too
year
much,
ago.
because
This is Lex Scholl on TikTok.
now when I go to do a return, it asks me my reason, right? And I click too small. I have to give a reason for my reason now. It's really trying my
A reason
patience
for your
because
reason.
I went to hit the too small button. So then I was like, okay, let me just hit another button because
Oh,
I'm
thanks,
not going to
KO. I thought
explain
so
to you
too.
why I'm returning something. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it falls under the whole like over-explaining myself. If I want to return something, I'm going to return it. Especially, I can return something because I don't like the way the tag looks at me. So I'm clicking all the different options.
I agree with that. You should be able to return everything for any reason. Just and a valid reason could be I don't like it or I don't want it. But also, if you've wore the shoes 18 times and you return them like I don't like it, I don't know. I lost it there.
For the reason. So finally, I clicked the too small one, and it said the reason, and I said, self-explanatory. Like, what the fuck else do you want? But I know why. You bitches went too ham with your Amazon returns. You bitches have been using them and then taking them back. I'm just gonna say you guys fucked around with Amazon way too much because now when I go to do a return, it asks me my.
Ooh, man, that was credit to her. That was a seamless loop back to the beginning. I mean, that's professional level editing right there. Great job. No notes. Golden hour. Awesome. But yeah, she's absolutely right. People took advantage of Amazon, and this is what it has led to. KO says, I don't like the way the tag looked at me. Yeah, sometimes you get that scary tag, you know? But okay, here is I hope that this young lady still works at Amazon, because I know they do get in trouble for filming at the Amazon facilities. But she shows us the behind the scenes of what it looks like when someone is doing a return.
Okay, she's
so
vacate.
Okay.
Okay. See, you liked it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, all right. See, when you order shoes from Zappos, they tell you try them on carpet, because if you walk on hard floors with them, you can't return it any. And this is what they're talking about. I mean, look how dirty the bottom of those shoes are. KO says people always take advantage of stuff. It's the downfall of everything. You're right. You're absolutely right.
They say we pay for crime. As long as it's in the return window, we can do what we want to do. They say put the fries in the bag. They say just issue the refund. They say he's a billionaire. They say don't worry about what we do. Just process it. They say just issue the refund. I better send this to a second evaluation. Maybe that person would do the right thing.
See, and that's horrible, because all of those things that people are saying in her comments on these videos, she's right. That is what they're saying. And the people who are really harmed, it's not Jeff Bezos. It's not Amazon. It's the Amazon seller. And and they're small businesses, and they don't make a lot of money because Amazon takes all of it, and it's really a tough thing on both sides here. It's like, this person says, your yearly salary covers approximately 30 seconds of fuel for Jeff Bezos' yacht. Let the people return their things. Like, oh my God. Again, she is sticking up for the small business owners, not Jeff Bezos. And nobody's listening to her. Like, some people say, this is insane. People are going too far with abusing returns. These are the reason that we're lost our return privileges and have higher costs for all the products. And that's absolutely right, because every single seller on Amazon increased their prices when the return policy changed. And that's how it is. You better be getting paid 40 plus an hour. Why? Because she's doing her job? I mean, like, everyone is so mad. Like, and they act like we're defending Jeff Bezos here, but it's people like you and me that are getting hurt by this. You know, we're the ones paying the price increase, and we're the ones, you know, trying to make a little dime on Amazon's storefront and getting effed every which way trying to do it. Yes, KO says, don't do business from Amazon. Easy fix, Etsy. You know, and I've seen a lot of people having problems with Etsy lately too, because it is filled with like AI fake products now, and it's really a shame because it's such an awesome website. She says, anytime I want a good product, I go to Etsy. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Just make sure you find a real artist on there, because there are definitely a lot. And that is a great way to support a small business. But here's another one. And this is an example of when they have the customer has a high return rate. This is what she sees on her screen. So the little notice says, high return rate, customer escalation. This item is being escalated to problem solve, to take red phone photos because the customer has a high return rate.
Everybody in my comment section coming after me. So this is why we do what we do.
Yeah.
This item
scams are all over, absolutely. And it's horrible.
To
man.
take
like,
red phone
we're just trying to get
because
some
the
shoes here.
Has a high return rate. You see what I'm talking about?
I want to see the item.
Scheming and the scamming, and then you guys, just process it. Just put it on the belt. Jeff Bezos rented out 15 blocks of Italy. He can't afford it. It's the small businesses on Amazon that's taking the hit.
Good for this lady.
Guys say,
absolutely.
Go ahead and process it. Now this customer right here, as you see, just return shit just to be returning shit. But anyway, you guys be blessed and keep on coming after me in the comment section. Bye.
I don't know why people are attacking her in the comment section, because she is just doing her job, and she is protecting these small businesses.
After wearing once, I got bad blisters. Okay.
After wearing them once, I got bad blisters. Okay, that's a good reason to return shoes. Once? You wore them once? Really?
I've seen this happen after doing the electric slide all night long. So,
oh no, not the electric slide.
She might be right.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Ruffles are loose.
Oh my god, no way. Come on. One time? I don't know, dude. I mean, maybe. Maybe it was just a dirty floor where she was, but I don't know. I don't know about one time on that one. But I'm glad that this lady, you know, that she works at Amazon, and somebody's here looking out for these small businesses, because this is crazy.
So here's another example. These are not waterproof at all. I am unable to use them for work. Punch.
Now, this one I wasn't sure about. The person says they're not waterproof at all. I can't use them for work. And it says waterproof, arch support, work construction, safety boots.
Puncture-proof, waterproof, anti-arch, anti-smashing. But you say you didn't use them. See that?
Now, I don't think he said he didn't use them. He said he can't use them for work because they're not waterproof. But I don't know if you're buying waterproof shoes and they have mesh on them. Like, what are you? You thought these were going to be
Then you
waterproof,
wonder why
my man?
Amazon
Get some muck boots.
Policy for
Lord have
return
mercy.
is changing for people like this. It's obvious you use.
So it's tough. That is Zakaya Queen 1984, by the way, on TikTok. If you want to check out her channel. But I thought that was interesting to see, like, the Amazon side of the returns, and to find out that it's the actual small business on the storefront of Amazon, not Amazon itself, that's eating the cost for all these returns. Not to mention all of this stuff that's mostly going into garbage. So, if you got some returns this year, you need to return a present or something like that, think about this stuff when you go to return it. And maybe, just re-gift it to somebody. Maybe you know somebody who could use it, or something like that, because all of these returns, it's crippling the system, and it's making it impossible for people who have legitimate reasons to return something to do so without paying a fee and going through hoops. And it's really a huge problem for these small businesses that are just trying to provide a good product. So KO says waiting for CB to talk about waterproofs. I don't know how they looked at those shoes and thought that these were going to be waterproof, man. They're mesh shoes. They have holes in the side. How would you possibly... Whatever. I don't know. But yeah. KO, that's right, KO. Take back the system. That's right. So if y'all have some returns, if you don't have anyone to give it to, maybe you could sell the thing. Sell it on Etsy. Sell it on eBay. Sell it on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or whatever thing you have there. But just remember, when you're putting something back in the mail, that this is all costing all of us money. So, and the planet too, we don't want to be swimming in an ocean of Amazon trash packages. So watch out for that this season. Thank you all for hanging out. Yard sale. That's right, Becky. Have you on yard sale? For sure, dude. It's about to be warm here after Christmas. Perfect time to have a yard sale when it's warm, It's not 20 degrees, people standing outside trying to buy your stuff. But yeah, I'm with you. Find some other way to deal with a thing rather than returning it. And, if we all do that, prices will come back down, because prices went up because of this. And if we can correct it, maybe we pay less. And that's what we all want. For sure. So hey, thanks for hanging out, y'all. And I hope you have a great weekend and a great holiday if I don't see you. And yeah. I don't know. I haven't decided if we'll take next week off or not. So I'll let you know about that on Monday for the extras. But until then, tell your family you love them, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.